Hello guys, welcome to the channel. The Moza R9 direct drive wheelbase recently arrived in the sim racing corner, and I'm in the process of getting this bad boy mounted to the sim rig. And the outgoing wheelbase is this one, the Fanatec CSL DD. So while they're both off the sim rig, I thought I'd take the opportunity to just put this short video out there so you can see them side by side. So I thought it was interesting to show them together. You can see the Moza is slightly shorter. This is 9 Newton meters, that's 8 Newton meters with the boost kit. So, you know, despite it being smaller, it's actually slightly more powerful than this one. Power supply is the same. Both use 180 watt power supply. So, yeah, another useful fact to know. The other thing it's worth mentioning actually is you can see that's obviously aluminium, the case. That's actually aluminium as well. It's metal on the front, but it's plastic on here. On the rear, it's plastic, and it's real on the plastic on there. But yeah, more solid on the front of here, which is kind of nice to see. You can see there's a power button on the front here. The power button's on the back. We'll look at that in a moment. As for overall depth, well, if I put it in this position, actually, it makes a bit more sense because I want to put it back in that one I just showed you, since overall depth is the same if you take into account of the steering column. But as you can see here, it is slightly shorter there, like that. But if you put them side by side and run them flush to the absolutely back of the wheelbases, it's about the same because this is slightly longer steering column. So yeah, overall length is the same when you include the steering column there. And you can see, yeah, a very chunky steering column on the Moza compared to the slightly thinner one on the Fanatec. Let's get to the back and I'll show you the sockets as well. Guess it's useful to know these things, isn't it? So as I said, the power button on the Fanatec is on the front of here, on the front there, but at the back we just have, both of them have sockets, and there's the power button there. See, there's lots of sockets here for the Fanatec devices. Something to bear in mind as well, actually, guys, you might ask this. I know I get asked this a lot about console compatibility. The Fanatec, as you well know, the CSL DD is PC, and this particular one is a Xbox compatible wheelbase, but they obviously have the PlayStation version as well. So PlayStation and PC compatible. With the Moza, it is only PC only, so you do understand that there's no console compatibility, and that's also the reason why you've got a different arrangement of sockets at the back, because at the back of here you can see there are sockets for shifter and the handbrake and pedals. You don't get on the back of the Moza since it's PC only, and of course with PC you just plug it into USB, so you know, you stick your pedals separately into your PC, so it doesn't matter about that. On console, everything needs to plug into the wheelbase, of course. So that's why we have fewer sockets. Although, if you didn't know, Moza do have pedal sets as well. They have pedal sets, and I do believe, actually, I think I noticed they have a handbrake and a sequential shifter as well. Device. So there's an entire ecosystem for Moza, you know, devices now these days, just as much as Fanatec has a rich ecosystem of, you know, peripherals. Moza actually has their own ecosystem as well. It's not just the wheelbase, and including wheel rims. There are Moza wheel rims, which if you watch my unboxing video, you'll see I had one of those as well. So, and that's it, guys. I'm not sure which one's heavier. It's about the same. Yeah, not entirely sure, guys. As for the other thing it's worth knowing, actually, while I'm here, is the mounting holes. So Fanatec has their own kind of bolt pattern, standard bolt pattern kind of arrangement, and Moza's actually adopted it. So that's a good thing to know, is if you have a wheel deck which is drilled for you know, the Fanatec wheelbases, then this will work straight onto it. You don't need to worry about drilling new holes. It's perfectly aligned to the Fanatec mounting hole pattern. Of course, on the CSL here we have T, you know, we have kind of channels and use T slots on there. So it's slightly obviously different this time, but if you measure the width of those mounting slots to that, it is the same. So yeah, there's no real problems there. I guess the other thing it's worth knowing, as we're talking about mounting, just briefly, is there's no side mounting on this, but on the Fanatec it does have 2 channels on both sides. You can see I have a T-nut in there just to show you. So you can see there's 2 channels there. So it has side mounting as well, where the Moza doesn't. But yeah, other than that, there you go. Size comparison between the Moza R9 and the Fanatec CSL DD. There's obviously going to be lots of new videos coming out on the Moza very soon, so stay tuned on the channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification. And if you want to check out my content on the Fanatec CSL DD, I've put a link in the description to my main review, and there'll be related content links in the description of the review video as well. So there you go, guys. Yeah, and that's it for this one. I'm not sure. Simcat is having a bit of a go. Simcat, do you want to come up here? Come on then. Do you want to say hello? Come on, Simcat. Come on. So I'll bring you up. Simcat. So that's it for this one, guys, and that's it for Simcat as well. Yes, Simcat, I'm going to get you some grub or something. I don't know what she wants. Just wants attention. Anyway, guys, video bombing my videos as usual and destroying what would have been a good video. But then there you go. That's Simcat for you. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.